Hello and welcome to another update video about the Polkadot chart. The situation is, not much different to what we discussed in previous videos. Just want to give you an update. The DOT chart gives me a 5-wave pattern to the upside here from the October lows towards the March high. So October last year, obviously price bottomed, bear market low around $3.60. Since then, the market has produced a potential 5-wave pattern to the upside, which topped at around $12. And now we see potentially this ABC structure to the downside. This is the short-term bearish scenario. That means we have, if we get the price into this yellow support region, well, we have a potentially good opportunity to accumulate. Based on this wave count and scenario, the wave 2 should find a low in this region between $7.51 and $4.61. Now, $4.61 is quite deep for a pullback. That would be more than 50%. But to be honest, in the altcoin sector, that is possible. So we have to list it as a potential because a wave 2 often reaches the region between the 50% Fibonacci level and the 78.6, even though in this bull market, pullbacks have been extremely shallow overall. The idea would be in the white count that either wave A is complete of this wave 2 or nearly complete. The nature of the next rally will tell us more, because if the next rally is corrective in an ABC structure, I would call that a B wave then, with a C wave to the downside to follow. A, B, C. That means it is really, really important that we watch for, that we investigate the structure of the next price increase very thoroughly. Because if it's impulsive or something that is clearly not corrective, at least, maybe like a diagonal or something, well, that is something different. But as long as we see overlapping messy price action and the price reaches the resistance area, which is defined between $10 and $11 pretty much, and finds a rejection there, that would all add up as additional evidence to say it's the white count. And then we don't know, right? It's just one of the potentials on the chart, and it's a realistic and probable scenario that needs to be considered. What it essentially means that if the price dips into this yellow zone and the overall parameters are being respected, then it could be an opportunity. Just below $4.60, there is no reliable bullish support level left. In the yellow count, which is more directly bullish, we have a larger ABC structure here to deal with. And this C wave would be a 5-wave pattern to the upside. And we completed a wave 1. And we're now in a wave 2 pullback. This would mean that very, very shortly, wave 2 would finish, ideally into this zone, in this zone between 690 and 840. I mean, to be honest, it could already be complete, but there's no evidence it is. And if we see another dip into the orange support zone, it could either be wave A in the white count or the wave 2 in the yellow count. But we would need to see. I mean, essentially, as I said, it depends on the nature of the next rally. I would really like to see in both scenarios, white and yellow, a reaction to the orange support zone anyway. I mean, it already touched the 50% Fib level at 843 there. Ideally, it forms one more low. But if we see a rally in the white count, it would be corrective in the yellow count. And that's the problem here. It might not be clearly impulsive because this C wave that we're dealing with looks a bit like a messy ending diagonal. And this here looks like an ABC structure to the upside. So it will be a challenge to determine which one it actually is. So that's just a problem with this chart, right? But I will give my best to navigate this with you, let you know along the way. Also, what we should consider is this trend line. If we extend that, it runs actually through this orange support zone, so might offer some additional support. We have 2 touch points there, might get a third one if we get one more low into the orange support region. At the moment, the market is very slow. I mean, either way, whatever count it is, the market hasn't given me any clear indication that a low is already in either the white count in wave A or the yellow count in wave 2. There's absolutely no evidence that a low has formed. Now, what I could say is maybe the low is in this A wave, maybe, but there's no evidence. So it depends on whether the market is now holding a higher low. Then I might say, okay, let me shift that to the left. because obviously a B wave would be an ABC structure, right? So let me change the wave degree there. So it's absolutely possible that here circle B is already unfolding and this here was just an A wave. This was a corrective bounce, corrective rally, clearly only in 3 waves to the upside. When something is moving up in 3 waves, it indicates that, well, there is no evidence that we've bottomed. But yeah, considering the context, it might be that the B wave is unfolding because the B wave essentially is corrective. So 3 waves up, and if then the move down looks corrective, which to be honest, at the moment it does. Yeah, it's coming down quite slowly and we have overlaps there. So this could be the B wave of circle B. And then as long as the low from Wednesday, which was down here at around $8.52 is holding, we might see another rally into the resistance area. But all of that wouldn't really be exciting. I mean, we should really only get excited once we see a sustained break above the $11.90 level, the wave 1 high, because then it really confirms that the 3rd wave to the upside is unfolding. Both scenarios are presented to you are bullish. Couple of pathways how this could unfold. Just be aware of the levels that we need to watch. And yeah, as long as the Wednesday low is holding, it's possible that at least the B wave rally there has already started. We just need to be a bit patient. Market is slow at the moment, which is okay. It was very strong recently, so it just needs a bit of a cool down. But we don't see impulses to the downside. That's good. So we see corrective movements to the downside, slow action to the downside, counter trend moves. That's all okay. That's my update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.